It's no secret that online dating and using dating apps is one of the most popular ways to look for a partner. A study of the Stanford University shows that in 2022, around 39% of male-female relationships in the United States started online. Downloads of apps like Tinder are still on the rise, and this is no surprise. Problem number one is that dating apps want to make money. They are a business after all. They have employees, they have shareholders, they need to hit certain targets. They are not interested in you getting dates or being happy or getting laid. What they care about is how much money they can suck out of their users' pockets. And they do this with a strategy that is close to a casino would do it. Second problem is there's way more men than women on those platforms. This statistic shows that in the US, only around 24% of users on Tinder are female. And it even gets worse. In the UK, this number is only 9%. So in the UK using Tinder, you are outnumbered 1 to 10. And if that's not bad enough, many girls on Tinder don't even want to date. They're simply using it to get attention, to recover from a breakup, or to just gain more followers on their Instagram profile. Now, it's also shown that women have way higher standards on dating apps than they would have when meeting men in real life. And do you want to know the worst part of all of this? More than 95% of the conversations that you have on Tinder won't end up in a date, even if you're above average looking. Like, imagine you would work at a job for 200 days throughout the entire year. And by the end of the year, your boss gives you a paycheck and only pays you for 10 days out of those 200 days. What would you tell him? How do I know these numbers? Because this guy, Evan Edinger, on his YouTube channel, made this incredible video analyzing data from several years of swiping. He was swiping tens and hundreds of thousands of times, and less than 0.5% of right swipes resulted in a match. So his success rate is less than 0.01%. This is the worst casino on the planet. And I think the casino reference isn't too far-fetched. After all, let's remember, it's a business. Every year Tinder comes out with some new premium level, platinum, gold, whatever. They add new features that make you pay to even get your profile seen. Because again, they are not really interested in you getting into a relationship. Actually, quite the opposite. If you would find your dream partner, you would stop using the app. You would stop paying your subscription. You would stop buying super likes and so on. So really, what they want to do is get you hooked, give you dopamine rush every time you get a match. It's just like a casino who doesn't really want you to win a lot of money. They want you to get hooked because you win a little bit, but they don't want you to take the money and leave. They want you to keep playing. All of this together makes it an incredibly toxic trap for your mental health. So let's analyze Tinder on our table. Well, the time investment is again so-so. You can swipe while you're taking a shit after all, but as we see later, the ROI of that time spent texting is terrible. It would be way better used doing something productive. The volume of girls is high because yes, there are a lot of girls on Tinder, but the competition is, as we've seen, incredibly high. There's a shitload of guys on the app and many of them are way better looking than you. The health benefits, as we discussed, are absolutely terrible. Staring at a screen when you could be outside, it is absolutely horrible. It's a shit show unless you can get off the app and meet people in real life. It's a minefield of triggering and negative loops that reinforce your worst fears. And this is not how you want to be rated as a man anyway. You don't want to be rated based on how many girls swiped in the right direction on your profile. It's a horrible mindset to even get into. You as a man want to be rated by your purpose, by your achievements, by your drive, not by your best 5 photos. The long-term payoff is terrible. You're not building anything, you're just running on a treadmill. So ask yourself the very uncomfortable question. Are you looks-wise, purely looks-wise, in the top 2 or 3% of men? Because if you're not, you're absolutely wasting your time on dating apps and you will not find the partner you truly desire. Sure, can you have some one-night stands here and there with girls that you wouldn't even talk to in a bar or a club anyway? Yes. But trust me, this is not fulfilling, especially not long term. I know this because I've helped so many guys who, before working with me, relied entirely on using dating apps. And finally, I could show them a new world, a new way of living. Thanks for watching. Now, if you are frustrated with Tinder, I totally understand you. To be honest, I don't think it's a good dating strategy anymore. What can work absolutely well though is having a great social media presence and knowing what you're doing there in terms of building an archetype and communicating a strong story via your Instagram profile. Now, if you don't know where to start, I made a free guide. It's 3 videos. It's basically a mini course on that topic. You can click below and get the course now. See you in the next video.